everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke. In the last part, I asked you what the hell this button did, and I don't know where this wall came from. Like, literally, I just walked through here. Oh, I know what I did. I went through these doors and then came back again. Okay, so I've got here off screen. I guess. Oh, I know what this. I just figured it out. Sorry, guys, if you said. Yeah, that's what the emergency button does. If you go through these doors and come back through, your path is blocked and you have to press that. Okay, sorry I asked you about that because I just figured it out for myself. Anyway, in the last part I got here off screen and we will continue on, and we sneak around these packing crates. Sneaky. Sneaking our way through. I always played Pokemon like this. I was like, sneaky, they won't see me. There's a guy. I'll wait here and then come around and kill him. Aha! Okay, so yeah, that's just my craziness. I'm joined today, of course, by Special Agent Nigel. How are you doing, Nigel? I'm doing excellently, because that email update that I mentioned in the last part, that was actually my Amazon item dispatching, which is really good because it's gonna be here. That's nice. So okay, so Surf's Up Raticate, as we're trying to get camping up to level 36, which he will do in the next fight, provided he wins it and doesn't die. So I better take the controls, because we all know what happens. When you take the controls, you tend to kill things. You almost killed Vinda 2 in the last part. But I'm at the helm today, so nothing... Whoa, God! Oh, Chuck guy! Yes! Finally! Chuck. I remember you. You got me good at our hideout. I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Got you real good. In your face. Anyway, let's beat them. Let's beat him. Grimer, well, I'm still going to super speed through you, even though you are Chuck guy. In fact, I'm going to bubble beam you. Oh, I thought it would one-hit KO. Alright, level 36. Nice. Surf. Beat Weezing. Done. Chuck. So that's how. Alright, now I'm going to hand a debut to Vinda 2. Now, I know Vinda 2 has fought many battles in the LP, but never has he fought one as a Typhlosion. So, we will see. Sneaky. Ah, damn it. How did you get this far? I guess it can't be helped. I'll dispose of you. That's as close as Pokemon gets to saying kill. Alright. Someone should do like a hack of this where they've sort of photoshopped weapons into the Rocket's hands. That would be good. Or maybe just make it a game without Pokemon, just like, you know, walking around with a gun. Oh, I guess they've been a lot. Oh, Vinda 2, check him out in all his glory. Flame wheel, flame at the wheel, we wield the flame, to the coughing of blame. One hit KO, please, yep. Nice. Okay, come on, Weezing, come on, next, or Muck. No, another coughing, okay, one hit KO that, and that's the end of that. You disposed of me, yeah, I did. Alright, let's grab this. Sanjit found TM35, not sure what that is. Oh yeah, I said I was going to teach Sludge Bomb to someone, so let's have a look at them now. Just before we save this guy. So there's Sludge Bomb. 35, was it Sleep Talk? Not going to be too useful unless I go down the rest route. Resting... Oh well, Camping's the only one who can learn Sludge Bomb, so that makes the decision easy. I don't think it learns it naturally, but if it does, then this is sort of a waste, but whatever, we'll forget Poison Sting. That makes Camping a little bit more useful, gives him a little bit more utility, another strong move. Don't know if he could learn Ice Punch, probably not.
Who? What? You came to rescue me? Thank you. Radio Tower! What's happening there? Where am I? Why do my pants smell of urine? Here, take this card key and wipe the urine off it. Thanks. Use that to open the shutters on 3rd floor. I'm begging you to help. There's no telling what they'll do if they control the transmitter. They may even be able to control Pokemon using a special signal. You're the only one I can call on. Please save the radio tower and all the Pokemon nationwide.
Okay, so I just want to listen to what Team Rocket are doing. Oh, nothing apparently. Oh, there we are. They're taking over all the channels. Ahem, we are Team Rocket. After 3 years of preparation. Well, there's no strange signal anymore, so that's sort of annoying. I was enjoying the strange signal at Lake of Rage, you know. That sort of seems sinister. Now they just want Giovanni back. Oh, nice music. Where are we? Where could we be? The amulet coin. That's fucking useful. I'll give that to someone right now. Dude, and it gets it out of my item pack, of course, giving it to someone. Wee amulet coin. Did I say use? No, you can't use. Give. Yep. Who's gonna use it? A Bush. Bush can have it. Can't be bothered to give the smoke bolt to anyone. So yeah, this is the basement of the Celadon department store, and there's lots of other items that you can't get to, but you can if you just do this and everything. Maybe you can't till you've beaten Team Rocket. I don't know. Everything seems to move around if you use the elevator. Maybe you have to go up and down the elevator. I can't remember. I thought everything moved around. Maybe it's on different days. I can't remember. But those boxes. Oh, damn it. Those boxes do move around. I can't be bothered to ride the elevator up and down, so meh. I'll do without whatever the items are. I might come back and get them. So, onwards we go to the radio tower, and Nigel, you have another story for us. I hope it's better than the one about camping. Well, Sanjit, I think it might be. It's certainly a slightly more wholesome story than Cheryl's Bonkfest in Muddy Field. But, yes, this story actually relates to Pokemon. You see, let me take you back to my school days. It was my second to last year at high school, which means if you are a native to the UK, that means I was in year 12 of high school, and with only year 13 to go. Now, in year 12, in British schools generally, there is this thing called the sixth form. The sixth form, and this consists of year 12 and year 13 students. It's sort of like year 11 is the last year of proper high school, and then you go into sort of a sort of higher end, like finishing, like, well, I don't want to say finishing school because that's completely wrong. Sort of like just an extra college at the end, the sixth form. And in the sixth form, you can elect your own senators. Now, before I go on any further, I'm going to have to decide who to lead with for these next few fights. I'm going to go with Wom Ashton because I like him, like her rather. So you can elect senators, and the Senate sort of talks to the school about issues, and the school does nothing, and the school suggests things that the Senate should do, and the Senate does nothing. It's a completely pointless body. But the point is, you can have elections. That means everyone gets very excited for a few weeks as people put up crappily drawn, like, A4 posters, like, all over the school saying, vote for this guy, he's not a dick, and vote for this guy, he is a dick, but, you know, never mind. We'll forgive him his dickishness. Now, actually, there were some quite swish posters, and there were some funny ones. I remember, like, one was, like, some guy who was like, I'm awesome at Call of Duty, vote for me, or something. Only that was in the days where Call of Duty was sort of funny. And there were lots of posters that took themselves too seriously, like, said, I will make the lunchroom bigger, or something, we need this and that, and I will stand on my soapbox and deliver. And that was just sort of bit ridiculous because no one cared. Everyone took it as a bit of a joke. I mean, that's what it is, these elections. They're just a bit of fun, really. I've just realised I haven't healed anyone up, so everyone's sort of not got the moves necessary. Oh! Wom Ashton's trying to learn Feint Attack. That's nice. Not overly useful, but I'll take that. I'm not going to use Mimic, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Mimic's fun, but I'm not going to use it, so we'll have Feint Attack over that. And we'll do for that rocket. Right, I'll just have to select a new lead, and I'll continue with my electoral story, which does relate to Pokemon, I add again. So we'll go with Bush, because I don't think we've used her, and it's always good. Sorry, pausing. Well, I'm terribly sorry about that, everybody. I heard a noise in the house. And no one was there, so maybe there is an axe murderer. I tend to have this problem a lot when I record. I think it's just because I hear all the things that go bump in the night, even though it is, in fact, the middle of the day. But you know what I mean, and I just want to check them out. Anyway, on with my story, as we beat this rocket. We don't have too many rockets to go. Okay, so the Senate elections were in full swing. People were putting up their posters all across school, and there's a guy in my year. Let's call him, I don't know, I've got a little booklet of something here, let me find a name in it. Let's call him Lee. Now, Lee was a complete idiot. He was actually, if you remember, the idiot in the last story who fell in the river and cracked his head open. Well, he didn't crack it open, but he whacked it hard against a rock. He was sort of, you know, he was all right. He was just, not socially quick, sort of thing. So you don't begrudge him against it. You don't dislike him. He's just a bit of a, with the best will in the world, a bit of a chore to talk to sometimes because he's just a bit slower than most. But the thing is, because he's like this odd misfit, social, not outcast, but social casualty almost. But I'm saying this with some level of affection because I'm not the biggest socialite in the world, but sometimes it's more noticeable, and some people just develop at different rates. And I'm going to have to use a full restore here, aren't I? That's annoying. Wait, no, I must have picked up a full heal. I'm sure I picked up a full heal. Come on, where are they? I remember picking it up. There, we've got 4 of the bastards. Right, there we go. That's what we need. So anyway, Lee, village idiot type person. Yeah, village idiot is a good description. He's clever in sort of academic stuff, sort of. Not uber clever, but more of a village idiot than anything else. So we're sitting around the table one lunchtime, and we thought, why don't we make? Because there's like a big stack of sort of like Senate application things if you want to run for Senate lying around the lunchroom. So we're all sitting around the table, and we think, why don't we enter Lee into the race, or at least draft a running like slip? And so we did, and I wanted to make it more clever sort of humour that we put on the application form, but I was sort of overruled, and we just went for Lee's a giant paedophile, which is sort of funny in its own right, but I think we could have done better. So I thought, we can't submit this now. Like, we can't hand in the application. I mean, we'll crucify Lee if, like, the teachers get hold of this and he's like, what's this about Lee? He touches little boys and wants to run for Senate. What on earth is going on? But the thing is, lots of people had a say in the application, and then one person just went, oh, I've had enough of this, and just chucked it in the box, and it's like, oh no, now it's in the box, we can't get it out. And Lee wasn't present during the time we wrote his application, so then Lee rocked up, and we were all like, hey Lee, we might have just entered you into the Senate race, and we might have said you're a paedophile. Now, Lee was a bit mortified by this, but word got around that Lee was running, and he sort of got like taps on the shoulder and messages of support, like, go on Lee, because he was, he's the village idiot, so he's got some sort of like odd appeal in like an election race where everyone's taking it super seriously to like everyone's taking it seriously, so Lee's sort of like a breath of fresh air because he's just like, no one saw him entering, no one saw that coming, because it's more of a popularity contest than anything else. But the thing is, now that we've made the application for Lee, unless he withdrew it, he did have the option to withdraw the application, but he chose not to. Lee had to make a speech. Because before the voting began, on the morning before we voted for the Senate, everyone made a speech in the main hall in front of the entire sixth form, which is a bit of a scary thing to do, but that's how we would choose the voters, and quite right too. An election needs speeches, and so we were sitting around, and we go. Lee was trying to write a speech. He was crap at it, to be honest. And I was like, well, what can we do? What can we do? We've got to make it funny. We've got to do a funny speech that everyone will like and everyone will do it. I just thought, like, what about some stupid song lyrics? What's a song with stupid lyrics? And I'm going to switch to Vinda 2 just in case the thing starts petal dancing. I don't want my story to distract me too much from beating Team Rocket, I know I can do it in my sleep, but we should be safe. Don't you sleep out and out. Good. Absorb. Easy. Right, flame wheel, and that's one done. Oh, no, there's a Murkrow. Right, there we go. This can't be happening. So, we were drafting. So I said song lyrics, and I was trying to think of a song, and then, like, I don't know how Pokemon got thrown into the conversation, but it did, and then I was just sort of saying the lyrics to myself, like, going, I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch votes is my yes, we will do this, and so Lee's speech became the Pokemon theme song, just a little bit adapted. And then the day of the speeches arrived, and some people did some fairly good ones, and some people did some frankly awful ones. And one of the most awful ones was one guy got his like little sister, who was in primary school, to come up with a bunch of her, like, girly friends and do a cheerleading routine. So we were all sat there in assembly, and this guy brought on, like, 11-year-old girls to do a cheerleading routine in skimpy outfits. That was appropriate. He was a dick, though, so we don't care. But then it came time for Lee to do his speech. And as I say, there'd been some good ones, but, you know, Lee, just, like, socially awkward Lee, like, we really thought, like, I remember sitting there and thinking, what the hell have we done? Like, we have properly killed Lee. He is going to balls this up, even with his Pokemon speech. He's going to make a complete balls up of this. And we have absolutely socially crucified Lee. Like, this is a time I was thinking, this was all fun and games, but now he's, like, up there in front of everybody, and he's looking so nervous. Like, I almost couldn't watch the first sentence. But he absolutely nailed it. Like, he belted it out with such conviction. It was amazing. And I soon looked up and, like, you could just tell everyone was so with Lee. Like, it was awesome. Like, I really thought we killed him, and instead he just absolutely killed the speech. It was brilliant. And everyone afterwards said they were going to vote for Lee. Well, not everyone. Some people wanted to take the election really seriously. But, like, most people, I think, cast a vote for Lee. And, the problem was, though, is that the very application form we'd written for Lee probably did let him down, because the teachers, of course, had a say in the election. Like, the students got a vote and the teachers got a vote. And whilst the teachers might have enjoyed Lee's performance, they looked at his application and they thought, no. They took the Senate seriously. So Lee didn't get in. But on the night the votes were being counted, Lee was super confident. In fact, we created a monster. He was so nervous before the speech, he killed the speech. Everyone was saying, Lee, I love you. And oh my goodness, some people are not meant to have confidence. When we gave Lee confidence, and he became, like, fairly suddenly this really arrogant kind of, like, guy who thought he was worth $1 million. It's like, Lee, you did great, but what the hell's happened to you? I mean, absolute power corrupt absolutely, and it maybe it was good that he didn't get into the Senate, because it took a couple of stripes back off him again. But he was never the same again. He was always a little bit more confident. I think over the years since, he's maybe going back to how he used to be, but he did not wear victory well, even though he didn't win. But that is all anyone will remember of that Senate campaign, is Lee's speech. And I was pleased to have a part in it, but I did think we might have killed Lee. But anyway, we've beaten Team Rocket, everybody. How about that? Wow. That was my other story then, of Lee's amazing Pokemon speech, almost social suicide, redemption, and then he became a bit of a dick, but then he was okay again. That's my story. How do you find it, Sanjit? Well, I have to say I enjoyed that story a lot more than Cheryl's bonking expedition, but I don't know what this guy's talking about Whirl Islands, and we just basically skipped over the entire of that show. Never mind. Not of that show, of beating Team Rocket, like one of the big events of the game, just totally talked over by Nigel. But would we have it, ladies and gentlemen? Would we have it any other way? Let's just collect the items. Do you give us like a pink bow or something? Yes, I will. I could give that to my Miltank, but I already gave her the amulet coin, so might do some swapping around later. Not too sure, but for now, I'll just let that sit in my bag. And we can get a TM off this girl. What's up?
Thank you, you're my hero! This is a token of my appreciation for TM11. It's really, 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 really good!
What is it?
It's Sunny Day!
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, wow, it's been 20 minutes, Nigel. Your story has wowed the world today, and we've beaten Team Rocket. What an excellent day's event. So, what are we going to do in the next part? Well, let's do the lucky number show, because, you know, this has been a good day. Let's try and make it even better. Let's do it. Yep. Gimme. Let's see if you have a match. Oh, never mind. It was a long shot, very long shot. I can't remember if I've ever won anything there, but I think I might have won something once. Or is it just the Master Ball? I can't remember. I think I might have won something, but I can't remember what it was. So, well, we need to heal up. But in the next part, I think Whirl Islands, I think we can do it now. We got the Silver Wing. We'll look up whether we can do it before we set off. I think the Silver Wing means we can. Or does that mean we get Ho-Oh and then we get Lugia later? Silver Wing is Lugia's thing though, so I imagine we can get Lugia now. We probably won't use him on the team too much, just because, you know, he's super powerful in that, but you know, it'll be a good challenge for the team to go there, and then maybe we'll do Blackthorn City after that. I haven't decided on Whirl Islands yet. I'll decide a bit later on, I think. So we will see. I'm not sure. Whirl Islands or the Ice Path, one of the two. But for now, thank you so much for watching and listening to my story. I've been Special Agent Nigel. Goodbye. And I've been Sanjit the Idiot. Goodbye from me as well. Bye. Bye!